Hey guys, it's Mario Michael. I wanted to share with you guys today a little secret that my millionaire mentor taught me. Um, I believe in life that you should have a mentor. You should have somebody in life that can teach you what you need to get to where you want to be, right? Because there's always something you don't know. There's always something that's holding you back from getting where you want to be, and I believe a mentor can share that with you. So one of the greatest things that I've discovered that actually helped myself helped me in my own life, that took me and my partner from literally doing $100,000 a year for 2 years in a row in a business, okay, to $1 million a year in less than 12 months. And I mean, obviously, there's a lot of principles that I share with you guys that taught me to get from that one point of $100,000 a year to $1 million. When me and my partner went from 100 to $1 million, there's a lot of principles I share with you guys, but there's specific things that I believe that you have to do to get to that point. There's a reason why for 2 years straight I was struggling and we could barely pay bills and we were only making 100,000. Now 100,000 may seem like, oh, the 100,000 is good. Well, when you have a partner and then you have bills, it's really not. But it literally took us from 100,000 to seven figures, and then well into the seven figures within 12 months. So what I wanted to share with you guys was what he taught me, but my millionaire mentor taught me was something so powerful. He said, Mario, you have to schedule your success. And at first when I heard this 5 or 6 years ago, when I was like broke and I had nothing and my house was being foreclosed and my cars were being repossessed, I was like, what do you mean schedule your success? I'm trying to survive here. But one of the things that I've learned was that you literally have to schedule your success. What does that mean? It means that you have to learn to see let me say this. A lot of people in life, they say they want to do things. They want to become something. They want to have something. They have a goal to get somewhere, or they have a dream to get somewhere. But the thing is, they never start to take action on where they want to go. Meaning they're always talking about it, but they're never doing anything. They're always, like I'm a big believer in the book, like Think and Grow Rich. But the problem is, a lot of people, they think they're going to read this book and then there's just success is going to happen, or they're going to write their goals down and then success is going to happen, or they're going to learn what they want to have in life and then success is just going to happen, or their dream's just going to come to pass, whatever that dream may be. Whatever dream you may have, it may be dying, but whatever dream you may have, people think if they just write it down, it's just going to work. It's just going to come to pass. Well, it doesn't work like that. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't. I believe it's a step in the right direction, but I believe there's other things that you need to do to make sure that success is happening. And one of them is scheduling it, meaning, once you know what you want, when you know that goal, that dream, that passion that you have, that you want, that you desire to have, I believe you have to learn to schedule yourself and put yourself in the direction of towards success, meaning like, hey, every day at this time, I'm going to work on this. For example, let's say you want to teach people about personal development, right? You say, okay, if I want to be a teacher in personal development, well, first I have to become a student of personal development. Then I need to get results. Then I need to teach it. Or you can become a student and then teach it, right? But the thing is a lot of people don't schedule it, and that's why they never do it. Let me ask you this. You ever have something happen to you where you say you want to do something and then you start to do it and then it kind of fades away? Or you say you want to go to the gym and then you start doing it for a week or 2 weeks and then it stops. Or you say you're going to, this time you're not going to give up on your dream. You're going to keep fighting for it. And I believe you have good intentions. You ever have that happen to you? And then all of a sudden a week goes by, or let's say even 2 weeks go by and you're good. And then all of a sudden you kind of miss a day and then you miss another day. Or that happens because a lot of people just kind of take the days as they come. Meaning they don't schedule their day for something to happen. They're not scheduling their success. Meaning, for example, I can only relate back to my story, and I think this may help you get to understand what I'm saying, is I wake up every day at 5:30 in the morning. I've been doing it since October of 2009, okay? We're now in, August of 2013. That's almost 4 years ago, and I would say about 97% of the time I wake up every day at 5:30 in the morning. Right? Why do I do that? Because I knew every day there were three things that I worked on every day: faith, confidence, and expectation. Now, faith and confidence can go together, but I worked on faith, confidence, and expectation in myself and in God. That was the way I did. I knew if I can have enough faith in my life that I can build any dream that I want, that I can accomplish anything I want to have in this world, right? But I knew I had to build my faith. So what did I do? I made sure every day at 5:30 when I woke up, I had a schedule for literally 5:30 to 7:30 on what I would do to build my faith every single day to get me towards my dream, right? But I scheduled myself at a specific time on a specific day every single day. Don't miss it. Make sure you stick to it. Do it. Do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't miss that day. Make sure you don't miss that time, right? So what I would do is, for example, and this is a good little thing, is you ever, like, when you read a book, right? So every day I wake up, I have a specific schedule from 5:30 to 7:30 in the morning, right? But I also add some things in there when I want to add some value to my life. So example, when I was reading the book Think and Grow Rich years back, it was probably about 3 years ago, and I remember he talked about the self-confidence. There's 4 of them that you say every day over yourself to build self-confidence. Well, when I was working on self-confidence and I read that, I'm like, oh wow, I need to apply this in my life every day. But see, people say that and then don't do it. Why? Because they don't schedule it. Meaning they just say, yeah, I'm gonna start speaking over myself self-confidence, but then all of a sudden every day goes by and you're not doing it. Why? Because you have to pick a time, pick a day, schedule yourself and do it. It's one of the keys to success. Schedule your success. I say it all the time. People need to schedule their success. You don't just wake up one day and you're successful. Success has a purpose, meaning people like myself or people that have accomplished the things they wanted to accomplish in life, they schedule where they want to go. They don't just wait for life to bring them whatever they want. They schedule their success. We know where we're going. We know where we're headed, and there's a purpose for everything I do. And I remember I was sitting with somebody, and I was just, we were talking, we were having a conversation, and I remember they asked me, they said, because I kept telling them about goals and vision and dream and your what and your why, and explaining how I schedule my life, that everything I do, I schedule my life. So basically, I just remember them asking me, they said, so what you're saying is everything you do has a purpose. Everything you do, there's a reason why you're doing it. Absolutely. There's a reason why I do everything. I don't just wake up every day to wake up. I don't just wake up without a dream, without a purpose, without vision. There's a reason why I get up at a certain time. There's a reason why I go to bed at a certain time. There's a reason why I do certain things throughout the day. There's a purpose for what I do, and there's a reason why I do it. And I just remember them asking me, so you basically schedule your life. You schedule your life around your dreams. That's what you do. You schedule your life around your goals. Yes, I schedule my life around my goals, meaning that some of you out there right now, you know what? Some of you ask me, well, what would you do if you were working a full-time job? What would you do if you were working a full-time job for somebody else? How would you schedule your life? It starts with a dream. It starts with a what and a why. What do you want and why do you want it, right? And then you start to build your life around that. You start to schedule every day to move you in the direction towards that. What person do you have to become to achieve that goal? And you start working towards that person every day, but you schedule a day, you schedule the time, and you build yourself towards that person. You start, I'm sure most of you guys have heard that before, right? Meaning, what person do you have to become to achieve your goals? What person do you need to be? What person do you need to become to achieve your goals, right? So if you would say, Mario, so if you ask me, where would you start? I would start at knowing what I want and why I want it, and then I would start to ask myself, who do I have to become to achieve that? And then I would say, every day at this time, you know what, if you have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and go to work, wake up at 5, or come home and do it after work, or just make sure whatever time you say you're going to do it, and make sure every day you're working towards your success. You're putting something towards where you're going, meaning you're working towards your goal every single day. You're doing productive things to get you where you want to go. So that's one of the biggest secrets that I've learned that changed my life radically. It changed my life radically. Like I said, it brought us literally from almost giving up on a company to building it to 7 figures within 12 months. And that wasn't the only principle. But the thing is, that principle surrounded everything else that I did. Meaning that was how I learned to get where I want to go. Because if it wasn't for me scheduling every day and building myself and becoming the person, see, I guess this is the ultimate thing. I started to become the person I needed to become to build that $1 million company. And I would schedule myself every day at a specific time to do that. So I just encourage you guys, even now as we're ending here, schedule yourself. Who do you need to become? What do you need to do to become the person? Who do you need to become? And what do you, let me say this. Who is the person you have to become to achieve your goals? And become that person by scheduling yourself every day at a specific time and doing the same thing at the same time every day and working towards that goal and becoming the person you need to become to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? That's what I would do. No matter what my life looks like, that's what I would do. And then also, I say this as well, if you want to learn how to partner with me to, you know what, having a mentor is one of the greatest things you can do.